How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to CNC Auto Works. Before I begin this video, I want to apologize for the wind. We ain't been having any wind here lately until today. But as you can already tell from the title, we picked up another project car. A lot of people was wondering when we finished this car what we'd be doing next, and you probably would have never guessed that we was going to be building the same car again. But little brother, he just couldn't deal with the coupe situation. His dream car was a fastback, and he was bound and determined that he was going to have his fastback. So we introduced to you what he's calling the castback. And the reason he's calling it the castback is because this is actually two cars. It's titled as a coupe. The front end of the car is a coupe, and somebody has converted it to a fastback. We was actually able to do some research and got a hold of the mastermind that did this, and trust me, the car looked way better in the pictures we seen on his Facebook. And the reason we was able to get a hold of him is because this thing swapped hands several times, and nobody ever decided to change the title. It was still titled in the gentleman's name that had come up with this creation. And he wound up telling us a little background to it. What he done, he basically had two cars that were pretty much junk. He said they were not much left of them, and he's done a pretty good job at doing the conversion. At least when it left his hands, it was pretty good shape. He had put some new quarters on it. He had put some 70 model quarters on it, and you can see somebody along the line tried to put some 69 scoops in it, and I don't understand what they were trying to do, but they were failing. They probably should have just re-quartered it with the real thing. But then somebody decided to sandblast the car and set it outside. You can see that it looks pretty rough. We've actually used some acid. We poured some acid all over this thing to kind of knock some of the rust off the parts that we're going to be keeping. That's what we used, 10 bucks a gallon. Did a pretty good job. The whole car kind of looked like these quarters here, and you can tell 2 coats of that acid got it looking pretty good. That's just wiping it on with a towel, or spraying it on, wiping it off with a towel. Like I say, he's done a pretty good job. The car's pretty solid, I guess. Somebody's put floor pans in it. It still needs some work. They didn't really floor pan it like I would have. You can tell from our video on our red car that we wouldn't have done it like that. I wish they wouldn't have set it outside so long after they had sandblasted it, but it is what it is now. We're gonna have to get in there and spray everything with a little more acid, try to clean that up. The acid seems to work pretty good. It's not rusted as bad as you know most cars are. We've seen some of these cars that are really bad. Like most of the cowl and everything's good. Most of the windshield frame. You can kind of see down in here where he attached the A-pillars to the coupe to put the roof on this thing. It's got a little bit of rust up in here, and then it's got a little bit of rust back here at the rear window on both sides just here. Not bad at all. Go around the other side and kind of show you the worst part of it, but it's going to be a super easy fix. Say the engine bays all looks good, all the firewall, everything. There's a factory power steering. I guess the front was actually a Grande. Right here is probably the worst rust, but they sell this patch panel. We'll get that fixed up in no time. Like I said, this side's got new floor pans too. It still needs some work. Ain't nothing a little welding and grinding won't take care of. Same thing on this side. They did finish putting the scoop on this side. And it did look all right. They didn't do either side even close to each other. Tail light panel's pretty much gone in this car, but we got another one of them on order. It's got some hack job up in here. I don't know if that's where he connected it. I really don't think so, but it's possible. I really don't know what it takes to actually do this. I do know that we was gonna buy like a $10,000 kit to convert that to a fastback when we first got it, but it was a super clean car and we decided not to. We decided to build it like it is, and I think it turned out good. He just he had to have this roof. But we're gonna get this thing pushed over in the shop, and we're gonna get sanding on basically all the sheet metal that we're planning on keeping, which is basically the roof, the top of the quarters, the trunk. We're gonna get all that rust cleaned off. We're gonna get the underneath that firewall cleaned up a little more with some acid, and we're actually gonna get rid of these quarters. We're gonna get some quarters on order. We're gonna, he don't like the 69 scoops, so we're gonna put 70 quarters on here. I don't know why I don't like the scoops. They're iconic to the 69, but they're coming out of there. So if anybody's interested in some scoops, there you go. It's actually got a 8-inch differential, and it's already been converted to disc brakes. It's actually a factory disc brake, power brake car on the front. So we got all that good stuff. He actually bought the car with no doors. We're gonna have to find a set of doors. But besides all that, y'all stick around and join us as this car comes together.
You forgot the best part. The wood springs.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. This car don't even have a full suspension under it. I don't know if I can look down in here, but there's your spring and shock. Somebody just shoved a 2x4 in there, so it don't even have any front suspension in it. Oh guys, I got interrupted by a weed eater, so we went ahead and got this thing put in the shop. I'd like to know what you guys think about it. Might have gave more for this thing than we probably should have, but it's the cheapest thing we could find on Marketplace by far. Most of these cars, for something that's in worse shape than this, is going for a lot more money. Cheapest one we found was 16, and we would have had to do all the same thing. The doors were completely gone. Had doors, but I mean, they were completely gone. Quarters are completely gone. Trunk floor's gone, floor pan's gone. So really, got a big discount, and it's not as bad a shape as what we were finding. At least somebody has been in this and repaired a few things. I didn't even let y'all look at the trunk pan earlier. It's pretty good. Pretty good-ish. Good enough-ish. You can kind of see down in there where he had done some attaching. But as far as rust, there's not a whole lot of it. Got a little bit right there, but being in this trunk space, I can fix that like nothing. So if you guys like the car, y'all are interested in seeing it become an actual car, doors and all that good stuff, drivetrain, get it looking good, y'all be sure to subscribe, keep up with the build, and come along with us as we build another one. Hopefully when we get this one done, he ain't gonna try to sell it right away, because if he does, I might near kill him on this one. Ain't that right? No. Yeah.
I will still haven't sold yet.
Yeah, the other one's still here. There's been a lot of people interested, but nobody that's serious and got serious money. Little brother said he ain't in no hurry to sell it, and he ain't gonna give it away. So he might wind up keeping it anyways. He might just wind up having two. But you already know which one he's gonna be driving more. So the castback. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching, and for you that were curious what the new project was, sorry if this was a letdown. I really didn't think it was going to be another one like this, but it is what it is. I mean, once you start in on the work, it's about all the same no matter what it is. But we appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate anybody who's going to follow the build. And until next time, we'll catch you guys later.